And welcome to Kilachari Torah's daily review of Halacha, of Jewish law and custom for Friday, August 26th. It is Erev Shabbos, it is Erev Rosh Chodesh. We'll speak about that in a few minutes, but let's first continue with our review of laws and customs of Rosh Hashanah. We are up to the point about coming home from Shul on the first night of Rosh Hashanah, making Kiddush as it's printed in the Machzor, and then we have a number of symbolic foods which are eaten on this night. First of all, at the evening meal, says Kitzur Shulchan Aruch, it's customary to prepare semana milsa, symbolic dishes for a good year. Among these are you dip the piece of challah that you say hamotzi on in honey, and after eating a kazayas of challah, after you eat your bite of challah, you say Yehi Ratzon Shetachadesh Aleinu Shana Tova Umetuka. May it be God's will that He renews us for a good and sweet new year. Then it says you should dip a piece of apple in honey and say the bracha borei peri ha'etz, which we always say over eating an apple, even though it's in a meal. Usually, fruit is not eaten as an actual part of a meal. So we say a bracha borei peri ha'etz on the apple, and then eat the apple dipped in honey, and then say Yehi Ratzon Shetachadesh Aleinu Shana Tova Umetuka. Again, a good, happy, and sweet year. We say that again. Kitzur Shulchan Aruch. There are different orders to do this. Some say the Yehi Ratzon after the bracha, before eating. You follow your family's custom. If you need any clarification or help with that, do not hesitate to get in touch. Let's see. He says that it's customary to eat the head of an animal. Some people have a ram's head. You can get those on Bathurst Street, usually most years, or of a fish, or of I guess the vegetarians have a cabbage. Anyway, you say Yehi Ratzon Shenihia Lerosh, that we should be ahead in the new year. Head of a sheep is obviously a reminder of the ram of Isaac and where a shofar comes from. We also eat vegetables in the names of which, in the language of your country, allude to good things. The ones he mentions in Kitzur Shulchan Aruch, remember we're talking about Europe 150 years ago. In Yiddish, carrots means merit. The way you say carrots in Yiddish is merit, which also means to increase. You say Yehi Ratzon Yirbu Zechoyosenu. May our merits increase this year. Some people have the custom to eat an elaborate fish course. The fish should not be cooked in vinegar because we don't eat sour or bitter foods on Rosh Hashanah. It should be only sweet things, only choice meats and good things. Also customary not to eat nuts and almonds, because the numerical value of egoz, which is the word for nut in Hebrew, is the same as chet, which means sin. I remember to mention this every year, that the Sfas Emes famously remarked that people should also recall that chet is also the gematria of chet. Sin also has the same numerical value as sin, so not only to avoid eating nuts, but also to avoid sinning as well. And also nuts make it more difficult to daven, change the composition of what's happening in your throat. Proper to study Torah during the meal. Some have the custom of saying the Mishnah, Tractate Rosh Hashanah, which actually happens to be printed in your Machzor for a handy reference. Okay, there is more to say about the Simanim. Maybe we'll wait for that for after Shabbos, because we have a lot to talk about. First of all, the times: earliest candlelighting this evening, 6:39 p.m. Actual candlelighting 7:47. Tomorrow morning we'll daven Shacharis at 9:15 in the main sanctuary, and Motzei Shabbos the conclusion of Shabbos is 8:47. Let's see. First of all, it's Shabbos Rosh Chodesh. So in each of your prayers over Shabbos, that's starting Ma'ariv tonight and Birkat Hamazon, we add Ya'aleh V'Yavo, the paragraph for Rosh Chodesh, to the regular Shabbos prayers. Tomorrow morning we will be saying Hallel, the abbreviated form of Hallel. So if you aren't able to join us, please remember to say Hallel. And there is a special combination Musaf for when Shabbos and Rosh Chodesh occur together, called Ata Yatzarta. So you follow the instructions in your Siddur. When you get to Musaf, page 674 there, a couple of pages later, you go below the line on the page. Bottom half of the page is for this rare occasion when Shabbos and Rosh Chodesh coincide. We also add Baruchi Nafshi, the Psalm of the day for Rosh Chodesh, to our daily prayers at the conclusion. Now, speaking of adding Psalms, there is an important custom to add from the second day of Rosh Chodesh, LeDavid Hashem Ori, Psalm 27, chapter 27 of Psalms. So you start that Motzei Shabbos when you daven Ma'ariv, and add it into Shacharis also on Sunday morning, and all the days thereafter through Shemini Atzeres. Sunday morning we begin sounding the shofar. So if you'd like to join us anytime during the week for the minyan, we will be sounding the shofar each day, Monday through Friday, at the conclusion of Shachris. Have a wonderful, blessed, peaceful, holy, pure, and special Shabbat and Rosh Chodesh together. May we all be inscribed and sealed for a happy and healthy and sweet year together with our community and the entirety of the Jewish people. A good Shabbos, a good